All right, so sitting up straight, pushing the crown of the head up towards the ceiling, starting to settle in. So go ahead and take a super deep breath in. And exhale. Once again, super deep breath in. And exhale. And one more time, super deep breath in. And exhale. Okay, good. Now smile just very lightly, very gently. Now feel that smile spread across the whole face. Now into the head. Now feeling this inner smile, the neck, shoulders and upper back. Arms and hands, chest, abdomen, hips, legs, and feet. Now feeling this inner smile in the whole body all at once. And there's a settling. Maybe the shoulders drop a bit more. Okay, good. Now float back to childhood. You'll find yourself between the ages of 1 and 5 years old. Imagine yourself in a totally safe place. Now notice the visuals. Notice how the visuals help you settle. The sounds. The smells. Noticing all of this. Now really settling. Okay. And now imagine a perfect nurturer. So this is kind of like a parent-like figure. Be either male or female, whatever you like. And now they approach you, and then even from afar, you can just tell that there's something trustworthy, friendly, and safe about them. That's right. Now they approach you, and then you can tell that there's an interest, a very sweet interest in you. And then the way that they are helps you settle even further. That's right. Okay. Good. And now, so once again, let's go back to how they take an interest in you. So they lean in, tilt the head. So interested in you. And they ask, oh, what's going on? What's happening for you? Then you can tell them what's coming up in your life right now. Take a minute with that. That's right. Now notice what it's like to be attuned with, attended to in this way. For me, it feels a bit like a mental hug. Okay, good. So then what I thought to work on today was setting boundaries, but then having the experience that the boundary will be respected and that setting the boundary does not jeopardize the relationship. So let's try this. So go ahead and bring up some sort of preference, request, boundary with your perfect nurturer. And you can do it even in a little bit of a petulant way. You can do it in a way that's maybe not even well thought out, maybe not terribly diplomatic. And we're going to notice how that's okay, that you get to set your boundary, that you get to want what you want, and that it'll be respected. So go ahead and let the perfect nurturer know your preference or your boundary, and then develop that scene, and then I'll check in on you in a minute. That's right. And now notice how the perfect nurturer totally respects your preference. It's completely no big deal at all. Notice how their love, their care for you has not been jeopardized whatsoever. Now really take that in. And it's all just so obvious, so matter of fact. You get to set your boundaries. You get to express your preferences. It's obvious what you want, it matters. And now really feel that in the body. That's right. And now just kind of go on with the scene and just have the perfect nurturer there with you, and then have it reinforced that nothing has changed, that the perfect nurturer is caring for you just the same way, loves you the same way, is just as receptive and responsive, even though you expressed what you wanted, you set the boundary, whatever it was. Go ahead and develop that scene. That's right. Shaping and reshaping the scene such to reinforce this message. You wanting what you want does not put the relationship in jeopardy. Now see that and feel that in the scene. That's right. Now we're going to do an exercise that draws from coherence therapy. We're going to hold both beliefs at the same time. And this dissonance helps with emotional memory reconsolidation. So see if you can either hold both views or switch between the two views of like, oh, I can't possibly want what I want. Oh, I'll be abandoned if I want what I want, if I set the boundary. And then the lived experience that, in fact, you could set the boundary. You could convey what you wanted and it all worked out. Go ahead and play around with that. See if you can hold both views at the same time. That's right. And this is going to feel weird and confusing. And this is part of how we bring about emotional memory reconsolidation. Keep playing around with this. That's right. And now just reinforce the positive experience of being able to set the boundary and it going well. Go ahead and do that now. Now, see if you can really feel it in your bones that it's totally okay to express what you want, set any boundary that's needed, that you have no worry about abandonment or rejection. You're fully in your right to express what you want. That's right. Okay, good. Now let's step out of the meditation and look back. What was this like? What did you learn? Can you even say that out loud? Good. And now I want you to especially notice how this makes life seem a lot easier to navigate. So go ahead and look at your real adult life going forward and notice how, wow, just being able to express what I want, set my own healthy boundaries, and then not expect rejection or abandonment. This makes life so much easier to navigate. Go ahead and notice that now. Okay, good. I'm making a deep impression of that. Now I'll count from 5 to 1. When I get to 1, you'll be awake and present in the room, settled in the experience. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Awake and present in the room, settled in the experience.